Seagate. Seagate. In 10 minutes, Seagate.
I've brought you this.
I won't. I promise, Matt.
Oh, house devil and street saint, sure he's worse than Queen. He's down there now with Queen playing King of England. Ah, there'll come a time he'll see there are some things in the world you can't take back. Oh, good Jesus, Mrs. Stanton, what's the matter? Promise or no, best have a drop of this.
Promise or no.
Oh, you'll feel the good of that.
Do you know what I'm thinking about, Mariah? How it is this time of year back home in Ireland.
Oh.
The foxglove has come out in the boreens, and the seals are barking on the mossy rocks below Mount Brandon. On this very day, they'll dress the loveliest girl in all the village in a wedding gown and lead her to the church to put a crown of roses on the Virgin. And all the children in communion clothes, white suits and dresses, smilax wreaths, pearl prayer books, will stand around her as she climbs the ladder and sing that song that always makes me cry. Daughter of a mighty father, maiden patron of the May, angel forms around thee gather, macula non est in te. Macula non est in te. Never spot was found in thee.
Oh, sister.
What's the matter with me? My ears are ringing like a field of weeds noontime in August when the sun's raw fire.
I wonder, is it flashes?
It's my age.
Oh, more likely kicks. Are you all together, missus?
Am I what, Mariah?
Have you missed your term? Oh, don't bite your lip and blush. You're not a nun.
No, I've not missed my term.
Oh, then it's the dead.
The dead?
The dead. Who do you know needs prayers? They say that's how the dead call on the living, by whining in their blood.
Poor Agnes Hogan, the Lord have mercy on her and preserve her.
Oh.
Don't look so troubled, May. I'm better now. You know, there's a bottle of that Worth perfume downstairs in the stateroom in my reticule. Would you bring it to me, dear, with a handkerchief?
Good evening, Mrs. Stanton. May I?
Please do, Your Honor.
Matt's stuck in the bar buying drinks for all the upright voters, so I came alone. It'd fill your eye to see him. You'd think you trusted him.
God forbid he shouldn't trust them, Mayor.
Oh, if you think, my dear, not trusting people's a sin, you'd best get out of politics.
But it's the worst sin. Without trust, there can be no faith or hope or love.
Ah, that kind of talk is like a penny cream puff, all wind and way, and deadly when it sours. Trust no one, Mrs., no one. Let no man too close. They're as quick to fury as to love. There's no reason in their ugliness, no justice in their rage. Trust no one, Mrs.
Who are they? Is it my husband, or old John Haggerty, or Mr. Murphy? And from what you say, you think the people devils who've honored you as mayor of the city for 30 years. Do you really think them that?
I do. And Matthew Stanton is the worst of all.
Do you think I'll sit and listen to your slander?
Do you think this, do you think that, or don't you? Faith, hope, and love, and I mustn't slander. You're awful pious for a woman who's living with her husband in a state of mortal sin. And a mortal sin it is for a Catholic woman to marry with a man outside the Catholic Church. I don't know much about religion, but I know that, as indeed do all our holy voters.
I suppose you must have got that from Miss Lake.
No, my dear, from England, where you did it. I've known it years. I hoped I'd not have to use it, but need is need. And it isn't Miss, it's Mrs.
You rejoice when people go wrong, don't you, Mayor?
We've no time now to talk morality. We'll wait here for Stanton, then go get Father Coyne and the rest of them and walk down to my stateroom and arrange what we're to say. I bought off those accountants. paid back the little sum from the funds I borrowed, and the books are doctored. All that now remains is to find a way to break the joyous news that I will run again. I think Matt should do it.
If you're a man who'd ruin 2 reputations to gain your ends, what have you done with your life?
What I've done with my life is my affair. Do you think I'll let that bastard take my office? I loved the woman that he took from me, but I let her go with him, and I kept my office. And I heard them here in Seagate making sport of all I'd done for them, but I kept Mum, and I kept my office. And I watched the poor bitch die while he grew high and mighty, but I kept my office. Keep my office, will I, till the day I die. And God help those who try to take it.
It makes sense. The scandal about the funds is a public fact. But you and Mrs. Legg are the only ones who know about the marriage. Spare my husband, spare him, Mayor. God will bless you for it.
Aye, that's what Ag said when she pleaded for him the first day she met him. The poor slob did. God bless her, missus.
They'll never let you run. They'll gang up with the party of reform and crucify you.
We'll see about that. You think I'll let them turn their backs on me and turn their backs on me for the likes of him? A narrow-backed pimp who rose to where he is on the broken heart of the woman I love.
Pour all the venom you want into my ears. The party will stand by us. They'll stand by us. They'll cover us on the marriage. And they should. For though we were not married in the church, may God forgive us, we are man and wife.
I wouldn't be too sure of that now.
What do you mean by that, you lying devil?
Oh, lying devil, am I? Take a look at that. Look at it, why don't you? You blind? How can you be his wife when he married Ag in the Sacred Heart in Newark in '86?
Seagate, everybody off.
All gone. All gone. God damn the day I met him. God damn this mouth that spoke him fair. These eyes that flooded my blood with his face. God damn this flesh that kindled in his arms, and this heart that told me, say yes to everything he asked. It would have been better had I not been born.
For God's sake, missus, don't take on like this. We gotta keep it quiet. There's people watching.
It's not in the courts reform us work that it needs striving hard.
Look at you. Look at you, for the love of Jesus, in front of all these people. You're owl-eyed drunk with the bands about to five us off the boat. I'll get Mariah to help you sober up. You're not fit for decent men to be seen with.
Did you think that? Did you think that when you lied to me in London and I let you marry me in the City Hall because you said you couldn't wait for the band, you wanted me so much? Did you think that when you had me in the bed in sacrilege above the corpse of your true wedded wife, Ag Hogan?